the handball rule. Now, we discussed it a little bit earlier, but let's talk about this a bit more. Now, I think I saw like 2 days ago that it's like the handball rule is going to be reviewed. What do you think about the new rule? Because it seemed like before, since what they're doing now is there's one rule. If it hits your hand, if it's like above your sleeve line, above your sleeve, it's handball. So I had like one rule for all. Don't look at the situation. Like it's basically to take out all controversy, but it seems like it's causing more controversy.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. It's ruining football. Like I saw the.
There's the classic line. It's ruining football. There's the line. There's the line.
Huh?
Everyone keeps saying it's ruining football. The amount of times I've heard that.
No, it is though. Like, have you not seen that predicted thing about the penalties awarded this season? The way
Yeah, it's like it's in that 600 or something. Or is that 200? It's a ridiculously high number.
No, I think it was in the 300s, or the high 300s or something.
Yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous. Like,
but surely, do you not think it's better that it's one rule fits all compared to referees' interpretation?
No, yeah, I get it. It should be the same for all the teams, but like the way they've made the rule in, if it hits the hand, it's a pen. Like there's things that you can't really do.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so obviously, I'm not good at football. When I do play football, I know we like playing defense, innit? When I am defending, if I jump for a ball, I'm not gonna jump. I'm not gonna jump my hands behind my back in it. Like you use your arms to like get more momentum in the jump.
Exactly.
When you're running, like when I'm defending, if someone's about to take a shot and I want to like try and block it, I'll make myself big. So this is I'm stretching out, my arms will just naturally go out. If I do this, then I'm in an unnatural position and it will just feel weird. Like so,
they make you off balance and stuff.
Yeah, and like so I get how it can be a bit dodgy. I feel like there's ways around it. Like let's say you were on the FA, how would you like adjust this rule?
I'd change it to like things where you literally cannot control and it's just unexpected. They should just let it slide. Like things like the Lindelof one, the Dyer one, the Ward one. You know, they're all things that can't be. Like as a defender, you can't change that. You're always gonna be. Your hands are always gonna be there. So I feel like there it should be like. That is a natural position. Like when they say an unnatural position,
that's like if the ball's coming to you and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? That would be unnatural. Like if the ball's coming, oh, let me just block out my hand. That would be unnatural.
And it's not even like it's like where their arms were. They were close to their body. Like it's not like they were like.
Well, that was the closest to his body, but he was jumping. So that's a different situation.
Like Lindelof's one, his arm was like here, right in front of him. But
like Ward's one, his hand was like down by his side.
Exactly. Like what are you supposed to do? And Dyer's one, he jumped and his arm was just out. He couldn't do anything. So I just feel like
okay. So Champions League final, Spurs against Liverpool, was that a penalty? Because Sissoko's hand was in an unnatural position.
I don't think it should have been.
But his hand was in an like. Your arm.
No, but come on, like
this isn't when you're defending. This isn't a natural position. Pointed for your players to go somewhere. It's not a natural position.
He was defending, but he was giving out instructions. Remember,
so that's not his job. It's not his job.
No, but if his teammates are not in the right position, he was saying, yeah, you watch him, and he was giving those instructions. He wasn't even looking at the ball, and the ball just hit his hand. That should have been a penalty.
I think that one there is penalty because
based on the penalties that have been given over the past like couple of weeks, was the Trent one against City a handball?
What, last season?
Yeah.
based on the new rule, it should have been a penalty.
Even without the rule changes, should it have been a pen?
So are you talking about like what I think, like me personally?
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting the ball to come. He was quite close to it. His hand was down by his side.
But that's the same as Ward.
Yeah, I think Ward, no penalty. Trent last season, no penalty. I think Dyer, no penalty. But I'm talking about Sissoko. His hand was up, unnatural position. There's no need for your hand to be up there. Like if it was like, it's different when you're diving for a ball when you're in the motion compared to his hand. His hand was up for a while. Bear in mind, like, it's not like he's put his arm up. His arm was up there for a while. And
nah, I just think that it needs to be more consistent. Like I feel like regardless, like Trent's one should have been a pen in theory.
Should have. What with the new rule or like with your
even back then? Like I feel like it should have been given.
Liverpool bias maybe.
Because at the end of the day, personally, I think yeah, because like if you think of it, the fact that he hit his hand, it stopped a goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah. Well, so are you saying that if it stops a goal scoring opportunity, then it has to be a penalty?
Depending on of the way it happened.
But then you see there's a lot like I feel like there's too many variables coming onto it. Like with handball and with offside, if you're offside with a part of your body you can score a goal with, it's offside. With a goal, if the whole ball crosses the line, it's a goal. With a foul, if the guy clocks the guy from behind, then it's a foul. You know what I mean? I feel like me personally, I think the rule should be. I think the rule should be. If it stops a goal scoring opportunity, if it's intentional and it's from like a certain amount of distance away, then it's a handball. For example, let's say me and you're playing and I'm lunging in to try and get the ball off you and I'm quite close and my arm that is up in unnatural position.
I think they should do it. I think they should do it if it's in an unnatural position based on the circumstances. So like if you're jumping and it hits your hand, that's not a pen. If you're slide tackling and it just hits your hand, that's not a pen or it's not a handball. If you're just there, you turn and your hand just by your side and you're turning and it hits your hand, it's not a pen. That's how it should be.
But then can't defenders exploit that? Because I know me as a defender, especially if I'm like playing against an attacker who's tricky and like is good, because I'm not that fast. So if I'm playing against someone who's fast with that stuff, I'm going to do whatever I can to get advantage over them. Okay? So if I know that if I can make it look like I'm just in a natural position, but I'm not, let's say like make it look like I'm standing in, then I put one arm up, like just make it look natural.
Yeah, but there's things like literally unnatural, like it happening and then doing it on purpose. You can tell there's a big difference.
Okay, well, I think, yeah.
I feel like that would be easy to spot, so I don't feel like they would get away with it if they were to do it on purpose and try to act like it was in a natural position.
Yeah, I hear that. I think it's definitely like a tough debate to be had. But yeah, to be honest, I think they just need to sort out ASAP. To be honest, that's what I think.
Yeah.